Hey everyone, this is Casey from GravityKit, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to export your Gravity Forms entries to Google Sheets. And I'm going to show you how to do this using the Gravity Export add-on by GravityKit. So here it is, Gravity Export. It's an add-on that allows you to export your Gravity Forms entries to Excel, CSV, PDF, or Google Sheets, and then share them with secure links or deliver them to cloud storage locations on a schedule that you set. And this add-on is available at gravitykit.com. So here I am in my WordPress dashboard, and the first thing I'm going to do is set up the Google Sheets connection. So I'm going to hover over GravityKit and go to Settings, and then click on Gravity Export. And then I'm going to scroll down here to Cloud Storage, and you can see that we've got Dropbox here, we've got Box, and we've got Google Sheets. So we're going to click Connect to Google Sheets. That's going to open up a new browser window. It's going to ask me if I want to confirm and continue to Google. I will do that. And now I'm going to have to choose a Google account. So I'll go ahead and select my account here. I'm going to select continue. And then you can see it says this will allow Gravity Export to see, edit, create, and delete only the specific Google Drive files you use with this app. So it's not going to have access to our entire drive. It's only going to have access to the Google Sheets that we give it access to. All right, so I'll click Allow. All right, so now Google Sheets is connected. And if I scroll down here, you can see there's a button that says Test Connection. So I'll click that, and you can see it says Google accepted the connection and issued a fresh access token. So everything is set up and working. And now the next step is to configure the Google Sheets export on our Gravity Forms form. Okay, so I'm going to hover over Forms, click on Forms, and I'm going to set this Google Sheets export up on my conference registration form. So I'm going to click on Settings, and then click on Gravity Export here. And the first thing we need to do is enable the download URL and set up the default export. Okay, so Gravity Export has created a default report for us with the download URL. And when we set up the Google Sheets export, we can choose whether to use the field configuration set on the default report here, or just export all of the fields. So if I scroll down on this default report, right to the bottom, you can see there's a section called Field Settings. And here I can choose which fields appear in the export. And if we want, our Google Sheets export can follow this as well. So for example, you can see all the fields are enabled by default, but maybe I don't want some of them to appear in the report. So I can just click the X icon to disable those. So now you can see that these fields are disabled. Okay, so let's update the settings. Let's save that. And now let's click on GravityExport Save. Here is where we're going to set up a Google Sheets export feed. So I'm going to click Add New. And the first thing I'll need to do is give my export a name. We'll call it Google Sheets. And next I need to select an export trigger. So I can either have it be automatic, which means the Google Sheet will get updated on every new entry. I can have that be a scheduled report so that the report can run either every hour, twice daily, weekly, every 30 days, or even on a custom schedule. Or I can select webhook, and in that case, I have to manually trigger the report by calling a URL. All right, so in this case, I'm going to go ahead and select automatic. And then we have an option here that says, do we want to re-export when an existing entry is updated? And if you want to keep your form in step with your Google Sheet, then it's a good idea to keep this on. Okay, looking good. So next I'm going to click on the Storage tab. And here we're going to go ahead and select where we want our report to go. And of course, we want it to go to Google Sheets. And if I scroll down here now, I can configure my Google Sheets connection. So I can choose either to create a new spreadsheet in my Google Drive, which will be named after the form. And that sheet will be created on the first export. Or I can choose an existing spreadsheet from Google Drive. So I actually have a spreadsheet set up here. Here it is. It's called Conference Registrations, and it's just a blank spreadsheet. So I'm going to go ahead and select that one. So I'll select Choose an existing spreadsheet, and then choose a spreadsheet. That should open up another window where I can select the spreadsheet from my Google Drive. There we go. And here's my spreadsheet, conference registrations. I'll double click on that and that's done. So now I need to add a tab name. So by default, Gravity Export will export the data to a new tab that's named after our form. If we want to use an existing tab, we can just add the tab name here. Just bear in mind that if you use an existing tab, Gravity Export will rewrite that tab. So you'll lose any existing data that you have in that tab. Okay, so my tab in this case is just called tab 1, and then we can select the columns. So we can have those columns be the same as the fields configured in the connected Gravity Export feed, which is what I talked about in the beginning, or we can choose to export every single field on the form. So in this case, we'll leave it as is, and then we'll move on. So the next tab is conditional logic. This allows us to filter the entries that we're exporting to Google Sheets using one or more conditions that we set. So if I click add condition, you can see here I can build different filters. I can filter by form fields or by entry properties. I can create multiple conditions and multiple groups of conditions. In this case, I want to just export everything, so I'm not going to add any conditional logic. And the final one here is multiple rows. So multiple rows, if your form is using list fields or nested forms fields, or any fields that add multiple distinct values, you can choose to split those out into multiple rows by enabling multi-row splitting here. Okay, so we're all done here. I'm going to go ahead and save the settings and then click on Gravity Export Save. And you can see that that feed is now active. It will run every time we receive a new entry. And what I'm going to do actually, because I have a whole bunch of historical entries already in my form, I want to get those into Google Sheets too. So I'm going to go ahead and click Export Now. And that will actually run the feed for us. There we go. Looks like that's already done. So if I go over to my sheet, there we go. You can see I have all those entries already in my Google Sheet. That's 12 entries, 13 rows total. Okay, so if I go back to my feed now and I go into the feed, I edit the feed, you can see I have a new option here at the top called Activity Log. And if I click on that, it shows me an overview of my most recent exports. So I can see when they ran and what the result was. So you can see this is the export we just ran, and we exported 12 rows. And it's important to know that when the feed runs, it rewrites the entire sheet every time to make sure that your sheet stays in step with your form. Okay, so let me go ahead and submit a new entry here. I'll preview the form and I'll go ahead and add a new entry here. There we go, and I'll submit the entry. And now that feed will run again. And if we go back to our sheet, you can see here we've got another entry. So we've got 14 rows total. And this is the entry that I just submitted here at the top. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. Again, if you're interested in Gravity Export, you can find it at GravityKit.com. If you have any questions for us, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email us at support@gravitykit.com, or you'll find a contact form on our website. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.